Let's do it, guys. Action on.
Oh,
Katia,
Here.
where? Shannon,
hello.
okay. Chayatorn,
Hello.
okay. Titsanapong,
Hello.
cool man. And Dekachai,
Hello.
okay. Fabian,
Yes.
oh, good man. Jacksapong,
Hello.
okay. Kasim,
Yes, Sir John.
cool man. Gavin,
Hello.
okay. Matas,
Hello.
okay. Niran,
Hello.
cool man. Jimmy,
Here.
welcome. Pansatorn, Patronon,
Hello.
okay. Pong Pap, let's do that.
Hello.
Okay. Peace it,
Hello.
okay. Pitty Pap,
Here.
cool man. Pornlowit,
Here.
cool man. Poramat,
Yeah.
welcome. Pasatorn,
Here.
yeah. Purin,
Here.
okay. Isaac,
How's it going, man?
not bad. Rangsi Matiti, Rungnapa,
Here.
that's Rungnapa?
Yes, Rungapa.
Okay. Siravit,
Yes, sir.
welcome. Siriyada,
Yes.
welcome. Sunram,
Hello.
hello. Summit,
Hello. Hello.
okay. Tanya Pat,
Here.
cool man. Tanya Wang,
Hi.
hello, hello. Tanawat,
Yeah.
okay. Tanik,
Yes, sir.
there you go. Titiwa, Titaz,
Yeah.
there you go. Rat,
Here.
cool man. Win, wait.
Hi.
Hey girl, Warowit,
Hello.
hello. Zinu,
Here.
there you go. Winway, you ready?
Yes.
Let's go look at the schedule. I didn't update it though. I have to still shift it around about a week or so. There. There, you see it, girl?
Did your website block me?
Did I block you?
Yeah, I tried last week and last week and this week I just tried it. I cannot access to it, but my phone can.
No. Us.
Interesting.
You guys have, did you have two accounts?
Oh, I used my EDU account. I cannot access to this website. Don't know why.
Yeah, they've been playing with stuff. Winway, are you there?
Yes.
I'm off a little bit. This week's going to be information system, and then next week we're going to do the case study, okay?
Okay.
And Winway, for the midterm, you didn't know what kinds of questions or how I was going to ask, right? Right?
Yes.
For the final, there'll be no surprises. For the midterm lab, the format and the questions are going to be similar to the final lab. The short essay, where I'm going to cover Word for Windows and I'm going to cover Inkscape. Okay, girl?
Okay.
So you kind of know how I'm going to ask the questions and what parts of the applications I'm going to do. Now, Winway, for the final case study, I'm going to talk about it today. I'm going to frame it according to the lecture I'm doing today. And then next week, I'll give you an old case study to practice. And this one right here, I think I'll probably have to move that. On that Saturday, I got something else going on. Maybe I'll talk to you guys about what day. I'm thinking right now about pushing it down to that Saturday right there, but maybe that won't work out as well. But we can practice the case study one more time. KO.
Okay.
And Winway, you see that last Thursday? I'm going to put some time aside as well to practice the case study there. So
Yes.
for the final, there just won't be any surprises. You will have already know the way that I'll ask questions for the final lab. And for the case study, you guys will have been able to practice it. I'll give you feedback on those cases so that you understand very clearly how I'm going to grade it. Deal?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I don't know how to make a test more fair than that one. And I think I'm there. Thank you, girl, for your help. We got a little bit less than a month. We got about 21 days. Well, we're split right between the midterm and the final. And thank you, girl. Let me clean up some of this stuff. I got way too much junk going on. There. In my PowerPoint. Warowit, hey guy. You ready?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let me change this around a bit. Let me go ahead and just share this screen. Share screen. I don't think I'm sharing a screen, am I? There. And Warowit, are we good?
Yeah.
Now, this is what we're doing in Warowit. We're doing the system development or system develop. I forgot to save it here just a second. There. Warowit, this thing that we're doing today, it's got different names. You got system development, right?
Right.
You got system development lifecycle, and the abbreviation's SDLC, and then it's got one more name. It's called the waterfall model. Okay.
Okay.
And it all means the same thing. This is the classic way that when you install software, when you install hardware, this is the process that a lot of companies go through. Okay.
Okay.
Warowit, what's the purpose of the system development lifecycle?
To fix or update the software.
You kind of got the
System?
right idea. Once again, if you're installing hardware, installing software, this is the process that you should go through. Now, they do have a couple of newer ones, but this is still the classic way to do it. Now, in Thailand and actually in the US, they do the same thing. A lot of companies, when they go buy computers, they'll say, let's buy computers, we need it. And then they install them. The problem is they haven't changed their system, so they have the same mess. They have the same disorganization. They have the same issues with storing information because they haven't changed one bit. So this one right here, you first start off deciding what's your problem. Once you know your problem, then you buy the software and the hardware that fixes that problem. Okay. So this one's a little bit more logical way to approach the whole thing. Deal?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, guys. And oh man, Winway, help me out a little bit more, Winway, this right here is the Bloom's taxonomy. You still there?
Yes.
And let's go back and talk about the midterm. The questions, most of them was, what about this technology or what about that technology, right? Or
Yes.
explain a little bit about how it works. So I think that matches pretty close. But for the final, I want you guys to be able to do analysis. What I want you to be able to do is take the information that you've learned up to this point and be able to apply it to solve your problem, okay?
Okay.
That's where we're headed. And oh yeah. Let me get my glasses on. I'm playing too much today. On Pat,
Yes.
remember what computer literacy was?
I forgot. No.
Try, man, try. Just guess.
Computer. What? Literacy.
There's about what?
Knowledge. I don't know.
It's what we've been doing on today, where you talk about computer concepts, how the computer works, right? Yes, no?
Oh, yes.
And then the second part, on Thursday, you get a little bit of hands-on experience about operating system. And then I covered the software that you guys will use the most while you're studying here. And then when you graduate and go work in a corporation, I want you guys to be good at it, proficient at it, be able to know how it works well, right?
Yes.
On Pat, the MC path is the digital search, right?
Yes.
And that one's kind of newer. I've been teaching about it for many years now, but for most of you guys, you don't consider that one. But finding, like I said, finding your information, making sure that the answers are good quality and being able to use it, that's a bigger part of your life right now than it used to be in the past. Kale?
Okay.
So, oh man, do I got computer literacy? Computer literate, use a computer, and then how a computer works. And then, of course, a lot of it's got a terminology involved with it. And then I think we're there, man. This is what we're going to do today. Oh man, Patarapon, I need you, man. I need you. You ready? Patarap, no, are you there?
Me? Yeah. Yes.
I just mispronounced your name. I called you Pat. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's totally my fault. Pat Taranon. We're talking about, oh man, you see it? The system development lifecycle. That's the fancy word. Let's just call it system development. It's shorter. And once again, the whole purpose of this is that anytime you change something, you should go through this process. Now, Pat Taranon. Why? Because, oh man, there's two things that happen in an organization. Either it gets bigger or gets smaller. Now, if it gets bigger, you got more departments, you got more people, you got more different locations. How do you keep track of all of that? The whole point is have a computer help you. Now, the other side of this, oh man, this is my part where you get, you're fired, and you have one person doing the job that 10 people used to do. How are you going to do that? Once again, you're going to have to use technology to automate that process. Okay?
Okay.
Oh man, this is your part. We're going to do analysis, design, implementation. Now there's 5 parts to the model, but what I'm going to focus on for the test is these 3 right here. Okay, guys? This is what we'll cover, and we'll focus a lot on this one. We'll focus a lot on this one. This one is where you guys show me what you've learned in the class. Now I'm ready to ask you questions, guys. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Oh man, Patsura. Oh man, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Yeah, Patsura. The analysis phase, the first part is, help me.
To define the problem.
I got construction across the street. I got to do my headset. Yeah, I got the same problem you guys do. Patsura. Now, we're in private now. It's just you and me, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell me what's your problem. I won't tell anybody else, I promise.
Uh,
Wait. Patronon. The thing is, when you tell me the problem, I want you to use what?
system models.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to play. Here, let me unshare. Let me go get my whiteboard. Ta-da. I'm so excited. I like to draw. I'm a bad artist though. You already know that, right, Patronon? Patronon. Let me go get system model. Let me go type it so that you guys can see it clearly. KO. And we covered this the second week of class. And Patronon, let's go draw my model. Can you give me the names?
The names of the problem.
The system model.
System models.
I do. It's the picture I drew, man. Come on, man.
Did you mean the name of system model?
I got the system model up there. Oh man, I screwed it up. Now I got to rewrite it again. System model. And you want me to draw the model again?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's kind of ugly though when I draw it. Right? Give me the names of the model. You have. Come on, Patronon.
Model A.
Come on. This side is called what?
The input.
There you go. There you go. Input. And
On the right side is output.
yeah, you got it now.
And in the box in the middle is process.
And I think let me help you on the last one, okay? So the one that I think maybe you kind of forgot, because the model we've been using is the computer model where you got memory and you got storage, right?
Right. Feedback.
Yeah. And you remember what feedback is? Let me go ahead and help you define it real quick. You measure the output. Okay, Patronon, you're measuring the output. And then if you need to adjust it, you either adjust the input or adjust the process. Patronon, what is feedback?
It's a way to adjust the input. It's a data to use to adjust the input or the process to have the desirable outcome.
Yeah, once again, you're measuring the output. Don't forget that part. Then you can adjust the input or adjust the process. And this is what we're talking about. Patronon. So, oh man, let's go back to it. So when you define the problem, oh man, I need to unshare. I got way too many programs open. I like to confuse myself like that. KO? So when we're talking about the problem, right? Oh man, let me go do it one more time. I can't make up my mind today. I think it's better I just do my desktop. KO?
Yep.
So when you're talking about the problem, you want to talk about input or output or processing or feedback, right?
Yep.
So help me out. You've been here at MUIC for quite a while, right?
Right.
I'm down here. There it is. So what are the problems with the registration system at MUIC?
Let's see. Sometimes the server can handle the amount of registration.
Server can't handle the amount of registration. I like it, guy. I like it. Can you give me another one?
The payment sometimes is slow.
Oh, I like it. What else?
Let's see. The login into the Sky system sometimes is a little bit tricky with the CAPTCHA.
Tricky how?
The captcha.
Yeah, I think when you do it the first time, it always messes up. The second time it'll work, right?
Yep.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Patra, non. Where's my other angel? Oh, where's my other ghost? Fabian. Hey, guy.
Hello.
I think these are pretty fair. Okay, Fabian.
Yes, I agree.
Now, once again, what we're doing is we're defining the problem, KO.
Yes.
And what I want you to do is do one sentence, one sentence using the terminology input, output, processing, or feedback. And Fabian, we'll talk about it. Then I want you to be a bit more precise about what's not working about that. Okay. So Fabian, we got the, oh man. Can you do it here? Server can't handle the amount of registration, payment slow, log in with Sky with capture. So what's the problem? Is it input, output, processing, or feedback?
I think the process is maybe overloaded.
Oh, I like it. You did it 1-1. Process. Let me stop you there for a second, okay? Because usually when I first do this, I'll get student that will say process, or they'll input, or they'll say output, or they'll say feedback, right?
Yes.
So process, you're halfway there. Once again, I want a short sentence that explains what's wrong with process. And you've already done that. That's exactly what I want. But a lot of students, when we do this next week, will get stuck and you'll say the process or the process is bad, too big, bad. So once again, what I want you to do is narrow it down a little bit more. So process is, you said it perfect the first time. Can you remember?
Overloaded.
Process is overloaded. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Overloaded. As a matter of fact, it's maybe even too easy. So this is what I got. I got process, right?
Yes.
And then you're being more precise about it. Okay.
Okay.
Pataranon, are you still here? Pataranon, where'd you go?
Yeah.
Pataranon. So Fabian said that process is overloaded. I think he's wrong. Wrong. Here, let me go write some text here, down here. Oh man, where's my input? This is what I think the problem is. Are you ready? Come on. Text box. You ready?
Yeah.
I think it's feedback. I think the feedback is slow. Okay.
The feedback is slow.
So who's correct, Fabian or me? Me or Fabian? Come on, you got to pick one. Which one's correct, Fabian or me or Fabian?
I think you are correct.
I think both of us are correct, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I screwed it up. I got crazy with my highlighting. Let me try it again. Oh man, come on, Brian. There. You see the feedback, right? I'm using input, output, processing, feedback. So I got feedback in mind, and then I'm telling you more precisely about what's not working with feedback, right?
Yeah.
And then you see process is overloaded. I'm doing exactly the same thing. So that's the structure I want. I want you to have a short sentence, and I want you to tell me the problem using input, output, processing, or feedback as the model. Okay. Oh, and then be a little bit more precise. Now, once you do that, then I want you to support why you think that. Okay. Can you do it with processes overloaded?
Like
For example, and then go ahead.
For example, there are hundreds of students logging in at the same time. So the server is overloaded.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. And then can you give me another one?
Again, the payment, for example, like maybe the bank already have like thousands of inquiry each day. So you add to that, it's gonna be slow.
Yeah, I think these first two are really good support for processes overloaded. That's exactly what I want you guys to do on the test. This is the first question on the test, because I make the test. This is the first one we'll practice. Okay? Fabian, do you agree with the feedback is slow or not?
Yes, I agree.
So what would be a good support for that? I think his payment is slow, would be feedback is slow, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think the one that you didn't talk about, but your advisor is supposed to be helping you, right? They're supposed to be telling you what to do and what classes to take, right?
Oh, yes.
Do they? No. Not unless you nag them and then you threaten them, right?
Yes.
Usually we're on vacation, like la 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 la. And you say, come on, man, you have to approve my class. You have to nag them, right?
Yes.
And then if the class is full and you're trying to get in, do we have a queuing system?
Yes, we have.
Is it a good one?
I never used it. I'm not sure.
The problem we got is that's why when people ask me permission to get into my class, you remember you guys are doing that. I said, try to get in, because if I sign a permission slip, I cut that person in front of everybody else. And it's not really fair, is it? So if somebody can go directly to the teacher, get that teacher to get permission, and then there's like 4 or 5 people waiting in line, it's just not fair to them. That's why I usually don't do that. Okay. But that doesn't quite match feedback is slow, is it? That would be more like it's not fair, or it's not consistent, or something like that. Maybe that's not good of example. Oh man, I like it. I like it. You guys did really well for that one. Thank you guys so much. Niran, hello. Are you there? I need your help, Niran. Niran. Oh man.
Hello, yes.
You there? Stay with me, man.
Hello,
Stay with me. Stay with me, man. Stay with me. Come on.
I'm right here.
Okay. Niran. Oh man, for those of you guys that don't know the system model, but I've been showing the computer model every week, right? And this one's just a little bit different, right? You still there, Niran? Stick with me, Niran. Talk to me, Niran.
Hello, yeah. Yeah, you asked me that.
Let's go. You ready for the next part, man?
Yeah.
For those of you that can't read my handwriting, that's the model. Niran, are you ready? Now,
Yeah.
for the next part of the needs analysis is doing the current documents. Does that make sense or not?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of not.
Like, I need like explanation for it, maybe.
Yeah, this right here, you're trying to see how it works, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, let me bring this up real quick. It's changed a little bit. Let's go to the registration system. We got Sky, right?
Yeah.
And let me go log into my account. And for Sky, it's already computerized. Long time ago, we used to have documents you guys filled out, so that if you were doing this as a case study, you'd say, yeah, go get the registration form, go get the payment form, right? But for you guys, this system's already computerized. So I'm talking about this academic information. I'm talking about student management. I'm talking about lecture management. I'm talking about facilities. Oh man, you see this thing takes forever to get into it. It's really irritating, man. Even when there's nobody in it, it takes like 30 or 40 seconds to finally get in. I'm waiting, Niran.
Yeah. It takes time.
This is my experience and this is your experience, right? Almost there. Oh man, I give up. Niran, another one, I think you guys know this, os.muic.ico.
Yeah.
And you guys right here, when you get into Sky, this used to be what you would see when you registered. You'd see every class and you couldn't tell which one you took and which one you didn't take. Now, Niran, I think for you guys, when you register and get in, now it's there. I think it's a little bit better and it shows you what classes you've taken and what you need to do, right?
Yeah.
But in the past, they would just dump everything here.
Yeah.
And we would have like something like 500 records here. Let me go
Oh,
play with the ICGN. It used to be a mess. Let me go bring up my 119. Ta-da! So once again, when you're doing documents, we are talking online, but still a lot of you guys think in paper, and I still think in paper as well. But you see, I would look at something like this, where you see the course name. I can see how many people are registered. I can see how many seats are open. I can see the time and stuff, right?
yeah.
Stick with me a little bit more. So you'd look at current documents, and the next thing you would do to gather more information is
Interviews.
yeah. Now, how long have you been at MUIC?
It's my first one.
Yeah, this is probably difficult. We have probably about 3 key staff that take care of the registration system. Pipon takes care of it, SOPA, and then there's one more staff I can't think of offhand. So if you did interview, you would interview how many? Those 3, right?
Yeah.
Would you interview the dean or not?
No, he has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, she doesn't. If you did it out of courtesy, it would be okay, but she really doesn't know how that system operates in detail that well.
True.
Think a little bit. Who else should we interview?
Those 3 people.
3 people, and who else?
The person who made the system.
Okay. Who else? Who has to deal with the system? Who has to deal with the registration system? Who interacts with it?
The teachers that put their subjects, right?
I like the teachers. Do you think they interviewed us before they did the Sky system?
I'm not sure. Did they?
Nah.
No?
We're in Thailand now. You're missing one group. Who else is important that you should talk to before you design a new registration system?
I can't think of it.
Come on. You can do it. It's right on the tip of your tongue.
The
You got
students?
Oh yeah, the people that use it, right?
Yeah, the users.
You think they interviewed the students before they did the new system? Yeah.
Did they?
No.
No, I'm not sure.
What did happen is the person that developed it was our alumni. And so it was like, I know, but he's graduated a long time ago, so he doesn't necessarily know all of the problems you guys were having, right? Now, the issue is we got about 4,000 students. So you think we could interview 4,000?
Nope, too much.
What's a better way to do that?
Surveys.
Yeah, it's a questionnaire survey. Cool. Now, on the test, if I ask, how do you gather more information? How do you analyze the system, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to tell me documents, interview, questionnaire. I want you to show me that you understand the case by telling me what documents should you collect, who should you talk to, what kinds of questions you should ask them. If you're going to do a survey, should you do a survey? Should you do an interview? Should you do an interview or should you do questions? Okay, Om? You good, Niran?
Yeah. Perfect.
I got a little bit more.
Sure.
Oh man, let me swap. Thank you guys for talking to me. Chitsanupong.
Hello.
Oh man, we talked about documents, interview, questionnaire. What's another way that you can learn more about the system?
Observation.
Oh man, okay. Is it working?
What is that?
I'm observing. I'm staring at you. You didn't turn your camera on. There's not much to look at. Chitsanupong, why should you observe? Because you already did documents and you did interviews and you did other things. Why do you need to see how it works?
Because like observation, like you will see the current situation from observation, but if you just keep interview or questionnaire, it is just that It's a feedback from people. But if
Sort
you
of.
by yourself, you will see more, I think.
Sort of. Chisinapong, a lot of times when you're doing this, you don't know anything about the company you're looking at. Okay.
Yep.
And you'll have people and they'll talk to you. And oh, my favorite one, Chisinapong. I used to live on the ground floor where PC is. I used to be with all the academic guys. And if I'd ask anybody in academics, how hard do you work? They're like, oh God, it's just nonstop. There's just students standing in line. I don't have time to do anything, right? Now, Chisinapong, I used to be in that office. You ready?
Yeah.
I'd see a student at the window. Hello, hello, anybody? Right? The staff would say, in a moment, please. And they'd be sitting there and eating. Now, if I ask them, they said they work very hard. They're very busy. They're nonstop. Is that the truth or not?
We don't know.
People kind of have a bias toward themselves, right? They have sort of their own view.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good to go and watch on your own to see how a system works. Okay.
So this just to make sure that the information that we collect is correct or not.
Yeah, because sometimes people will tell you something and that's their view, but sometimes that's maybe not actually what exists, right? Now, Chisinapong, let's go back to the registration system. Oh man, let me break out my slides and go play some more. Let me go put one more slide in here. Okay. We're talking about registration system. When is the registration system busy?
On registration day.
Oh man, I love you, man. That 1 week of registration, okay?
Yeah.
And it's always it's just the first week before classes start. I hate them, man. I hate them. How come they don't do this like 3 weeks ahead, right?
Yeah, I think
it's a mess because I don't know if I have any students till that Friday. And then the other problem, Chisinapong, is that when the classes fill up and they're absolutely packed, it's Saturday. And so that if we need to add classes, we need to be calling people and say, hey, can you teach another class? Why don't they do this like 2 weeks ahead? No. It drives me nuts. Never mind. So week of registration, and then when's the next busy time?
Like payment period.
Sort of. You're close. There's one before that. That first week, what do we call it?
We call like drop and withdrawal.
Yeah, you got add drop. That's that first week where you got to try to beg yourself into a class, right? Did you get all the classes that you wanted the first time?
No.
Yeah, and you had like, it's just part of our system. You have to cry. My mother's dying, right? Nah. It's just part of our. When I was in the U.S., I had to do the exact same thing, right? And it was a mess this time because they had the government discount. So every time you'd add, it would change everything. Every time you would drop, it would change the government discount thing. So it was a real mess this time. And then the other time, you kind of had the right idea, right? And we're at that point right now. I think it's this week. Yeah, I think it's this week. Is it? No, I think it's a little bit later on. Withdrawal period's not as big a deal as it used to be. When we didn't have a computer system, you'd see students running from office to office to office. Right now, all of this is online. The same thing with add drop, but with add drop, you get a lot of students that want to complain and they have to push and they have to go talk and stuff. And there's one more.
Payment period.
Payment, we don't see payment at all. It's coming up.
Grades.
Yeah, that's when they put the grades into the system. That's the other big one. And then after that one, then they have like about a week to 2 weeks to take all of that off, put the new system up, and then we're into a registration again. Yeah, it's just nonstop. So when you observe, when would you observe?
Observe when the process is implementing.
Come on, man. The times when there's something to watch is when?
observe in week of registration,
And,
add drop,
and,
and grades.
yeah. So once again, let me ask you, if you were going to observe our registration system, when would you do it? Or what would be your plan?
I will observe on the week of registration on
You
add
got
and
it.
drop, withdraw and grades day.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
You just don't sit and observe, because if you sit and observe, what are you watching for? So you're looking at how, when students add, when they drop, the interaction, how busy the advisors are, how busy the staff are, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's how I want you guys to answer. Once again, I'll give you a case study. You take what I'm talking about, apply it to that case study. Show me how much you know about that case study. Okay?
Sure.
Let me clean up my mess a little bit. Dekutai. Hello, hello. Dekachai.
Hello, hello.
Hey, guy. Now, when you do survey, do you have to do all 4,000 students?
What?
We talked about survey, right?
Yeah.
Did I screw it up? No, it's there. Do I have to do all 4,000 students?
Yes.
No.
No.
It'd be nice to, but 4,000 is kind of hard, don't you think?
Yeah.
What's another way to do it?
Sampling.
Yeah. And Dekachai, registration at MUIC, how should we sample? Are you ready? Wait. Let's do freshmen, right? Because they're coming in, so you can contact them, right? Wait. I changed my mind. Changed my mind. Dekachai, we should do seniors because they know the most about the system and they want to graduate, so we can do a sampling then, right?
Yes.
No. Let's do BBA because BBA is the biggest division. It's like 70% of the whole college, and they're the most important. So we should talk to BBA only, okay? Well, I changed my mind. I want to do science because science, they don't have that many advisors, and the students tend to advise themselves, so they have to figure out their own study plan and stuff. Dekachai, which one's correct?
Can I have a question again?
How should we sample?
I'm confused.
Who should we give a survey to sample?
Give survey to student.
I know. How are we going to pick which students we sample? Do we do freshmen? Do we do seniors? Do we do BBA? Do we do science? How are we going to do it?
All of them.
Dekachai, the whole point is there's no one perfect answer. Dekachai, the whole point is I want you to understand how the system works so that you decide the way that you think works the best. Okay?
Okay.
You good?
Good.
Do you think we should do every student at MUIC? That
No.
would be nice, but it's 4,000 students. How the heck are we going to reach all of you guys?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
The way I would do this, the way I've been doing my research, you saw how I did it, right? I messaged my class, and then I went ahead and I sent out the survey to different teachers that I know, and I said, hey, could you give this to your class? So I had a nice mix. I had some that are you guys, and you guys are already a nice mix of BBA, you got FAA, I got travel tourism, I got a little bit of computer science in there, I got a little bit of computer in there, right?
Right.
And then I got friends in all the different divisions, so I asked them to help out. So I'm sure I got some other students from other majors in there. Okay, so that's the way I do things at MUIC because I know quite a lot of teachers, so it's easy for me just to ask them. Okay.
Okay.
And the whole point for me is show me in this case how you do it. That's the whole point. In this case, show me how you understand it by picking what method you think works the best. Deal?
Yeah.
So Deka Chai, once again, for this one, analyze the system. I don't want anybody to write the answer, current documents, interview, questionnaire, observation, sampling. I don't want you just to take your notes and put them back on the page. I want you guys to show me that you understand the situation by telling me what the exact plan is when you survey or when you're asking, okay?
Okay.
Let's take a break, man. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. I'll see you guys at 5 after. I'll see you at 3:05. Cool?
chat the whole way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm unmuted.
Uy.
Hello.
Hello, Brian Phillips.
Hey guys. Pensatorn, are you there? Titi said she's here.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. It's okay. I'm gonna make you talk, man. Titi, what? Hey guy, you're here. You're here. Talk to me, Titi. What? Come on. Titi, what? Talk to me.
Yes.
Okay. We're there, guys. I talked to Dekachai too. Titia. No. Chanon. Oh yeah, that's who I want to talk to.
Hello.
Hey guy, you ready?
Yes.
Thank you guys. I know these are long days, and I know that you guys spend a lot of time online. I really appreciate you guys kind of toughing it out like this. We're almost there, guys. We're just a couple weeks away. So, chat known for the design. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
There's a whole bunch to this. They got what's called data flow diagrams. I don't think we'll go into this. Chanon, for you guys, what I want you to do is show me what you've learned in class, okay? Deal?
Yes. Okay.
Because we went through hardware, we went through hard drives, memory, CPU speed, right?
Yeah.
And let me go bring up the MC path questions. The ones I asked this time is to get you ready. I see. Oh, what the heck's wrong with me? ICTN. NGN, man, I screwed that up. You see the question 1.1?
Yeah.
It's about finding the best specs on the desktop. Question 2 is about which one's better for business, Windows 11 or the Mac OS, right? So I'm getting you ready to answer that question. I want you to go look at the specifics. And the other thing I wanted to do, you notice the CRM thing and supply chain? These are different packages that they use in business. So I want you guys to look at it a little bit so that on the test, when we have a case study, you guys can say, hey, this is the program that they need. Hey, they got a problem with customer service, so they should install our CRM, okay? Or, hey, they need a supply chain management, especially right now, like in COVID, supply chain is a big problem right now. They broke their supply chain, so they're having problems getting inventory in and out, right? Chanon, you still there?
Yes.
And then this one, workflow management. So these are there on purpose so that you guys can use them on the case study. Deal? KO? Just say no, then I can argue. No! You still there?
Yes.
Don't go to
Hello?
sleep on me, man. Come on, man, I'll be really loud. I can be really loud, it doesn't matter. There's only some volume that I can talk. So once again, Chanon, there is a lot more to this. You remember I showed you the system model. They have a concept where they have data flow diagrams where they show things flowing in, flowing out, they're showing processors. I skipped this part already. Let me go ahead and go back to that slide real quick. Oh man, I think it's this one. This one. I confuse you guys by talking about it, so I'm trying not to confuse you too much. But you see this one right here, Chanon?
Yeah.
What we're doing is I'm taking some concepts that are in programming or concepts that are in computer science, and I'm using them to kind of show you how you can solve problems. The one that we're going to work on next week is abstraction. You remember where you're taking the system model, you're taking real life and you're abstracting it so that you can put it in a short sentence. Yes?
Yes.
That's abstraction. And that's what you do when you're programming. You have to take real life. You have to take real life and convert it into something that's abstract so that it's precise enough and detailed enough and definitive enough that you guys can write a program that solves an issue. Okay. I think I'm good for that one. I'm lost now. Ta-da. Oh man, you should have to do this on the test, don't you think? Cool?
Cool.
Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Oh man. Another way that you can do planning. Some of you guys are computer science. Yeah, Chinon, you're computer science, right?
Yes.
Another thing that they do, it's kind of cool. They do case use diagrams where they write little stories and they say, what if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? And you write little diagrams and stories about it. And then from that, you also can program with, okay? I'm not going to play with it. I think I'm done. Chinon, what does implement mean? Come on, man. You can do it.
Like doing
Chinon. Huh?
Is it like the process of like performing the task?
This is how you install the system. This is how you put it in.
Oh.
So it's your turn. Chinon, what does implement mean?
Installing the system.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Cat, where's Cat, man?
Here.
You ready? Implement means what? I think I'm too loud.
I'm not even sure.
Oh, Chinon, tell Cat what implement means. Oh man, she wasn't listening.
Installing the system.
I like it. I like it. Cat, what is
Installing
implement?
the system.
I got it. Now, Cat, there's a word that's related to that, right?
Conversion.
Yeah, this is how you go from your old boyfriend to the new boyfriend. Cat, what is conversion?
You convert one thing to another.
Come on, come on. It's how you go from the. I just told you what.
How you go from one system to another?
How you go from the old system to the.
To a new system.
There we go. There we go. And they both kind of mean the same thing, right? Implement means how you install it. Conversion means how you go from the old to the new. Now, Cat, there's 4 different ways of going from the old to the new. There's direct, parallel, phase, pilot. Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I might be just talking and talking. I forgot to share my screen. Now, Cat, direct conversion means today you have old boyfriend. Tomorrow you have new boyfriend. Cat, direct conversion means how you go from the old to the new. How?
Directly?
Come on, you can't do that, man. Come on. Give me a different word. Today you have old. Tomorrow you have the new boyfriend. Installing a boyfriend? That's just rude, man. Come on, you can do it. She's thinking.
Today I have old, tomorrow I have new.
How are you converting? Oh man, you ready? Let's. What does direct mean? Does that help at all? Is that helping or not?
Not really.
Not really. The answer's there though. You see like that? See it? See it?
Shortest way.
Yeah.
Shortest way of installing. Shortest way of converting from from the old system to the new.
This dictionary is kind of bad. There's a lot of direct, isn't there? I'm having fun now. See, I've lost it. Direct. There's a lot of directs. That's still the closest one up there, right? What is direct conversion?
Immediately.
Now, right? You go from the old to the new, now, right? Yeah, don't say direct is direct. I'll have to kill you. Now, Cat,
Okay.
if you get in a fight with your new boyfriend, can you go back to the old?
No.
Cat. The problem with direct conversion, it's quick, it's fast, right? You start 1 day, 2 days. The issue with it is that if you have any sort of issues, you can't go back to the old system. And then anytime that you're doing something brand new, it'll be screwed up, it'll be messed up, everything will be wrong. Oh man, it's been a long time. The people that installed the new lab, it's an old lab right now in the computer lab. They were saying it's only going to take half a day. I said, no, you'll have a problem. Guess what? Some little plug or something took them like 2 weeks to get that plug. So that's just pretty normal life, right?
I guess.
Now, Cat, when they do a heart transplant, they do direct conversion, right?
Yeah.
They take out the old, they throw it on a plate, they put the new one in. Now, if the new one doesn't work, oh man, you're in trouble, right? What's the problem with direct conversion?
You said we can't go back to the old system as well.
Yeah, this one's high risk.
And
Okay.
then high risk.
This one's high risk because if you have any sort of problems, you have no backup, right?
Also, you lose all the information also.
You could, yeah. So why would you use direct conversion?
Because it's fast, like the fastest.
Fast is one reason, because the time would be one reason, yeah. The other one is you just don't have any choice. The heart transplant, right?
I see.
They have come up with some different heart transplants. They have a plastic one, and they tried a baboon heart a couple of times, but still pretty much you got to put the human heart in, right? Does that work?
Yeah.
And let me go back through here. Any new system, what did Boeing say? I like that one. You can't go back to, you can go back to Windows 10, but it's a headache. You have to do it. Yeah, if you're going back to Windows 10, actually the system is made so if it's within a couple of weeks, you can roll it back to System 10. I like that question, man. So, Cat, once again, any new system will have all sorts of problems, right? It's high risk. Why would you do this?
Because I have no choice.
Oh yeah. Oh man, this seems like a Purin. Are you there?
Okay.
He's there. Now you're my expert now, right? You can answer this one.
I'll try it.
Now, Purin, we talked about direct conversion, where you go to the old to the new, now, right?
Yes.
And it's the most risky, but sometimes you don't have any choice. Now, Purin, you got to share your wisdom with us, okay? You have the old girlfriend and you have the
new girlfriend.
Oh man, I picked the right guy. With parallel conversion, you got the old system and the new system at the same time, right?
Yes.
Now, when you fight with the new girlfriend, you can do what?
Go back to the old girlfriend.
Oh man, I picked the right guy. You got it. Yeah, parallel conversion is the safest way to go to the new system because you have a backup. If you have any sort of issues with the new system, you can go back to the old system, right?
Yes.
Cool. Oh man, Purin, are you ready for O'Brien stories? When I first came to MUIC, Purin, when I first came here, they were putting in the new computer system. And they did phase 1, phase 2. Now, Purin for phase 1, they had the old system, but they were testing the computer system, okay? You there,
Yes.
Purin? Purin
Yeah.
for phase 2, they kept the paper system, but they switched to using the computer system. Now, did they have problems? Nah, right?
Yes.
Anytime I've ever done anything new in the class, I've had a problem. When I switched from, oh man, I went from no PowerPoint to PowerPoint, there was problems. And it took a while to adapt. Now, when I went from PowerPoint back to just lecturing, I had problems. Oh man, I'll talk about the MC path. Did I have problems with MC path? Oh yeah, you bet I did. So Purin, for this old story. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, what happened was it was during rainy season, and they put the server at the Piatai campus downtown Bangkok. Now we're at Salia, right? You still there, Purin?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And it was during the rainy season. And oh man, what happens to electrical lines during rainy season? Happens every year.
It got cut out.
Oh man, it blows up. The transformers go off. Yeah, a lot of times you lose power, right?
Yes.
And that's
The power
exactly what happened during registration. It was like in, oh man, when was it? Yeah, it had to be in January, just when we were registering. And oh man, the students, all the seniors got in line. They waited for like 3 hours and they said cancel. Now they did it the next day. They had the juniors and the seniors. They stood in line for like 2 hours, cancel. What did they do the third day? It's your turn, guy. Purin, what did they do the third day? It's a parallel system.
They change the way the registration. Right.
How did they change the way of the registration?
To I'm not sure.
Okay, we're talking about parallel. Parallel means you have what? You have the old system and you have the
old system and the new system.
Now, when if anything happens to the new system, you can do what?
You can go back to the old system.
Purin, after 2 days, when it was the third day, what did they do when the new system didn't work?
They changed to the old system.
There we go. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. And at that time, what the new system is, students would bring their piece of paper and they type it into the computer base. Before that, they just used all paper. Okay, cool, cool. So once again, you're running the old and new at the same time. Now there's this one right here. This is the safest. Now, Purin, are you ready? I won't tell anybody else. Are you ready?
Yes.
Tell me what's the problem with having an old girlfriend and a new girlfriend? Come on, talk to me.
They will fight.
Oh yeah. Road fight Shongun law. You don't want to share anything else, do you? It brings back too many bitter memories for Purin. Purin.
Yes.
The issue when we ran the old and the new system, what would happen is the staff would take a break at 5 p.m. They would go eat dinner, and they come back at 6, and then they work till like 2 or 3 in the morning. And they did this for the whole term. And after about 3 months, they were you wouldn't want to talk to them. They were really grouchy, man. Okay. Purin, the first time we hit phase 1, they had the old and the new system, but they were doing the old system. Phase 2, they had the old and the new system, but they were trusting the new system. Phase 3, they went to the Oasis system. When they did Oasis, they did direct. Okay. Kale?
Okay.
Thank you. I look like I'm so sad, I know. Titia, hello.
Hi.
You ready?
Yes.
Titia, let me do it one more time. Direct, you go from the old to the new. Now, there's no waiting. And this is the most risky because if you have any sort of problem, it's hard to go back to the old. Okay. Now, Titia, we talked about parallel where you had the old and the new running at the same time. And if you had any sort of problem with the new, you had a backup. Now, Titia, what is phase conversion? I can't hear you, man.
Bring in the new system in steps.
Yeah, step by step by step. Now, you'll have problems, you'll have issues, but they're smaller issues. And then once you got it worked out, then you can go on to the next phase, the next phase, the next phase. Now, Titia, are you ready for phase 1?
Yes.
You have the old boyfriend and you have the new boyfriend, right?
Yes.
So, Titia, you ready for the new boyfriend?
Sure.
My shy fan gun, na, been pulling. Pulling preset, na. Now,
Okay.
Titia, let's go to the old boyfriend. Are you ready?
Yes.
I love you so much. I can't stay away from you. I want to be talking to you right now, and I'm so busy, but I love you so much, and I can't wait to have your baby. Okay. Now, Titia, phase 2. Ready? The new boyfriend. Gigan, na. You ready for the old boyfriend? Or the old boyfriend? Oh man, where did Titia go?
Yeah,
Still there?
Yes.
So the new boyfriend, are you ready? I meant the old boyfriend. You ready? I like you, and we get along well, and you're really nice, and you're really keen. But finals is coming up, and I need to study. I need to go ahead and study with my friends, and I need to study. And I'm not cheating on you. I'm not cheating on you. It doesn't mean anything. But I like you. I like you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phase 3. Are you ready for the new boyfriend?
Not yet.
Hi. I'm with him right now. He's so cute. He's so adorable. I know. I gotta go. I'm with my boyfriend. Titia, are you ready for the old boyfriend?
Sorry, I'm really confused now.
You don't know which one's the old boyfriend or new boyfriend? We're in phase 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're changing from your old boyfriend to your new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it in phases.
Yes.
We're in phase 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
Phase 3, you got your new boyfriend. Are you ready for the old boyfriend?
No.
Come on. We got to do it, Titia. Come on. It's not pretty, but we have to. Are you ready, Titia?
Yes.
It's me. It's not you. Any girl would be so lucky to go out with you. You're kind. You're nice. You're friendly. It's just. I don't think it's fair to you because I just don't know what I want. And it's just like I said, it's unfair to you. Now we're going to graduate soon, and as you know, I got to go Paris. I got to go do my fashion school, and you have to go back up country. You got to help your dad with the farm. But come on, Titia, you ready? But come on, you know these words. You can say it with me. Come on. But we Titia, we
can be friends.
Oh, Titia, once again, this is phase conversion, where you go a little bit. Oh man, cat's crying. We brought back too many memories. Titia, we bring back a little bit at a time. Okay. And Titia, did you notice that we can kind of mix and match phase? You remember I was talking about MUIC. Phase 1, they had parallel. They had the old and the new system. Phase 2, they kept the old and the new, but they switched to the computer system. Now, phase 3 took a long time. That's when we went to the OASIS system. And when phase 3 hit, they just did direct. Okay? Why? Oh, man.
I think because they may be ready for it.
We didn't have any choice. Before that point, when I was first here, we had about 200 students. When they went to the third phase, we had we were around 1,000 students. They had to give up the paper system because anytime they did something with paper, they'd have to do it 1,000 times. So if they did the registration, they had like 1,000 documents to put in the filing cabinet. If you did add drop, they'd have to do another 1,000 of them. When they did the withdrawal, it was exactly the same thing. So it hit a point where they couldn't do the paper system anymore. They had to be all computerized. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Cool, man. Cool. So once again, you got problems, but they got smaller problems. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Action on. Okay or not okay? Now, action on with pilot, you start small and get bigger. I can't talk about boyfriends anymore. Action on, one more time. What is pilot conversion?
System is developed in a small segment of the organization.
And?
What?
I think you got it right anyway. So you're starting it off and you're doing like maybe one class, right? Or you're doing one office, or you're doing one department. And you still will screw up. You'll still have all these different problems. But once again, it's smaller problems. So once you got it working, then you can expand it out to the whole system. Okay, Action on, this is what I did for the NC path. I did a pilot test. Okay. And what I did was I took 2 of my classes and I did a pilot test. I did it twice in both classes. And did I have problems?
Do you?
Come on, man. You don't even have to guess. The first time I did the MC path, I gave about 40 problems. Now, do you think, how do you think it worked when I gave 40 problems for students to get done in 1 hour?
I messed up.
It was a little too much.
Yeah.
And the other one is at that time, oh man, I got a nice phone right here. But at that time, most of you guys were using like the old iPhone, the iPhone 4 with the really small text. And I had like this big tree kind of structure. And then I'd write the questions under the tree. And then on a small phone, you couldn't even read it. They're like, what the heck? So you see the way I do it right now with the bullet points where it's just very clear. There's only 6 of them, right? For each group.
Yeah.
That all came from the pilot. Now the other one, I did this and I tested it for about a year. This was my research. And then ta-da, right now I just use it in my class all the time. Cool? Action on, why would you use pilot? Oh man, one more time. Let's start at the beginning. Direct, you go from the old to the new, now, right?
Yeah.
And it's the most risky, but sometimes you don't have a choice. For the parallel, you run the old and the new, right? And this is what?
The pilot.
Oh man, we're talking about parallel.
Parallel.
For direct, it's the most risky, but sometimes you don't have any choice or you don't have enough time. Parallel, you have the old and the new, and this tends to be what? Direct was the most risky, so parallel tended to be what?
Safer.
This one has a backup to it, right?
Yeah.
But it could cost a lot more, and it takes a lot more effort and stuff, right? And then phased. Phased is very popular. Phase is what most people use, and they'll bring in a little bit at a time. And you notice once again, action on, I could do phased, but I could do phased parallel. I could do phased. I had parallel part 2. I had phase direct, and then you could do a phased one with a pilot. Okay. So you can have different structures and different ways to do it. And then for pilot, the time you want to do this one is when you really don't know much about what you're doing, when you don't have much that experience in that area or that field.
Yeah.
So you might as well experiment a little bit and then get information. And then once you get the information, then you can make a better decision. Okay. And for me, I love to do pilot. Oh man, you saw my survey, right? I sent out the link to you guys. Thank you so much for helping. I was quite upset with myself, Achinon, because usually when I do a survey, I like to do a pilot survey because there's always a bunch of dumb mistakes in the original one. So I'll have students fill it out and then they give me a little bit of feedback and then I fix it. The one I had, I just ran out of time. I didn't have any choice. I had to do direct. And I screwed it up, man. I had like 2 or 3 questions I messed up. So I was kind of upset at myself, but that's pretty typical. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Who am I missing today? Jimmy,
Yes, John?
you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go all the way to the top. For the analysis phase, what's the first thing I want you guys to do? There we go. You remember, Jimmy?
I don't remember.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Try it, try it.
Analysis. You want to define the problem
Using what? Using the,
using the question.
no, you define the problem using what?
Using the system development cycle.
I want you to use the system model. I want you to use the words input, output, processing, feedback. Oh, the one thing I forgot to do, I got talkative. I'm sorry about that. Jimmy, how many problems? You know?
I don't know.
Jimmy, how many girlfriends can you have at one time?
One.
I think you can have more. But for the problem, how many do I want?
One.
Kat, how many girlfriends can Jimmy have at one time?
Two.
I don't know.
Depends on what kind of question you're asking.
I don't know. What country are you in, man? That's what I keep saying in Thailand. I need to follow the Thai tradition of having two wives, right? Right, Kat? Right.
Right.
Right? Oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble. Stop it. You're fired, man. Jimmy, I'm not going to talk to Kat anymore. So how many problems? One more time.
One problem.
Okay. Because when we do this next week, I'm going to have more than one. And I'll remind you guys of this conversation. Now, the other part of this part is the what, huh?
Analyze the current system needs.
Yeah, so you're trying to get more information about how the system actually works. And?
You'll be using current document.
And click, 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 click. And then the next one is?
Interviews.
And then click, 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 click. And?
Questionnaire.
And you remember the fourth one?
I don't remember.
Observation, man. And then the last one?
I don't remember.
I'm having too much fun torturing you. You're sampling, right?
Sampling, yeah.
Okay. Now, once again, I don't want you to write a list for me. I don't want you just observation, sampling, interview, questionnaire. That's not what I want for the answer. I want you to analyze the case and say, in this case, this is the person I should ask. This is the question I should ask, right? In this case, this is what I should be observing. So bring the case in there. Okay, oh? Jimmy, have you done case studies before?
Yeah.
And the point is, there's no right answer. It's how you explain, and that's what I'm really grading. So if you don't write anything, thank you. It's easy for me to grade. But when you write more, then I can see your reasoning, and that's actually how I see you understand. Okay, guy?
Okay.
We cool? And we'll practice that next week.
All right, cool.
And I'm a little bit early. The other class I taught till another 10 minutes. Why don't we go ahead and call it for you guys? I think that's good. We got a review. I kind of talked about it. Kat's still broken up about, oh man, her old boyfriend. But she said Jimmy can have two, right? We'll see you guys.
Thank you, Atan.
Bye. Have a nice
How
life.
about me today?
I know. It was nice not having an Isaac
Yeah.
in class.
When you said, who am I missing today? I'm like, it must be me. And like, yeah, Jimmy. I'm like, okay. So that is end of our friendship. Thank you.
Oh man, He upset so quickly.
Broke my heart.
Oh man,
Oh,
I'm
by the way-
sorry.
By the way, Mr. Barton, do you only teach computer essential?
I got what do you call it? Scientific approach.
Oh, bro, that's not something I want to learn. Never mind.
Probably not. It's okay.
So, so each semester you teach the same course?
I teach enough of them. I got a 2-credit course I've been teaching. I just launched it about searching, but it's still like computer literacy. So you guys don't need to take it.
Yeah, probably. Well, I was
Jimmy
just
didn't.
thinking.
Jimmy didn't even have to take this class, man. He's still mad at me, I think now.
No, I was too chicken to into this. I'm like, it's. I read the description. I'm like, it's totally different, right? And I take it, it's exactly the same.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
And now
very
it's like
sorry.
irreversible.
I'm sorry.
Well, see you Thursday then. Bye
See you
bye.
guys. See you guys.
For English. Achan, I want to update that. I called IT today, right? And they told me that they can give me back my account for 5 days. I just need
oh,
send them
that'll save you then.
Yeah, I just need to send them a copy of my ID card, and I sign it, and yeah, they'll give me 5 days for it.
Oh
So-
man. Oh man, that's the one thing you didn't need right now, right?
Wait, is this a bad thing?